Louie C. the Mayor checking in. What is good, my people? Listen, we rocking and rolling. Don't worry what they talk about. We out here doing it big. B-I-G. God bless. Man, we all the way up to 324 on the podcast. So today, I'm we talking about Hurricane Irma. When they called me and said a bridge was compromised, I didn't go with the story. They wanted me to go ahead and make an announcement. I just wouldn't do it. So we're going to talk about that. But before we get it cracking, let me give a shout out to FloridaKeysEnergy.com. Accident lawyers in the Keys. If you have an accident, moped, bicycle, on the ocean, God forbid, on a bicycle, on a golf cart, FloridaKeysEnergy.com. They'll take good care of you. So my name is Louie C. the Mayor. If you like what you're seeing right now, please hit the subscribe button right over here. Boop! Like the video. Boop! All love to all my people on YouTube. All love to all my people on Facebook and all my social media platforms. So let me tell you what had happened was. So Hurricane Irma, very serious situation. Hold on, let me bust out a quick Pepsi. Hold on one second, real quick, before we get this thing really jumping. Shout out to my people from Pepsi. So listen, please share the video if you're watching right now or subscribe to the channel. So what had happened was the whole state of Florida during Hurricane Irma was under attack. It was every man for himself. People were acting like gorillas. There was no gas. People were stuck 9 hours deep. So I decided that, when it's time to go, it's time to go. I got a simple rule. If category 1 or above, if asked two questions, are we in the category 1 or above? Yes. Are we in the cone of concern? Yes. Time to go. So what happened was I left, but when I got to Marathon, I got a call from my people at NOAA, and they told me that it looked like Key West was out of the cone. So I said, well, usually once you're gone, you're gone. So I said, well, we're down in Marathon. You could get to Marathon like in 2 minutes. For those of y'all who don't know where Marathon, Florida, for those of y'all who do not know where Marathon, Florida is at, it is an hour north of Key West, Florida. So I was, right there, and then I decided I might as well take a chance and see, how everything was going to pan out, only because of the highways and everything was so out of control. So I turned back. That was the last good report that we got. Everything else was bad. So I had to pack up, leave again, and I left kind of the last second, but it turned out to be in our favor because we didn't catch any traffic. Matter of fact, Sheriff Ramsey evacuated all the prisoners, and I was on the highway when they was escorting them to Miami with all the sheriffs and the state troopers. So I get to Merritt Island. Shout out to Ron Ramsey. Let me stay out there, and I was getting reports. So this is how a podcast was born. We didn't know we was doing a podcast, so sometimes we would have as many as 70,000 viewers on Facebook, because all media outlets were gone, and I was the only one really reporting. So we was kind of piecing things together. So as I'm getting my notes ready for one of the shows, my friend Ron tells me that he just talked to somebody at the command post and said that a bridge was compromised. So people was already in an uproar and panic. So I said, wow, that's not good news, but I don't believe that. And I said, what information do we have to go with that? And he said, well, somebody went out to the bridge and they seen a crack. I said, I'm not going with that. He said, well, this from the command post. I said, I won't give a damn what post it is. Communication is bad. I haven't talked to anybody officially in an official capacity. I will not go on the air and tell people that a bridge has been compromised, because we have, a lot of people watching and a lot of people are scared, and I'm just not going to add flames to the fire. If we knew officially it was compromised, then that was one thing, but we can't go on somebody seen a crack, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm hope, I'm right, And if I'm wrong, everybody is really in a lot of trouble. So I went ahead and got on the Facebook Live, and I went into my podcast. Shout out to Naughty Vapes, Nauti Vapes on Facebook. Make sure you like them. They're right across the street from the fire department. Rebecca and Deborah, good people. Quit that smoking and start vaping. I'll help you out. That smoking is really bad for you. So back to the story. So I went on the show and I just said very simply, reports of a bridge being compromised are false. So don't believe that. There has been no bridge compromised. And I hope I prayed to God, I said a little prayer. I hope that this is what it is, and the bridge hasn't really been compromised, because we really didn't know 100% for sure. So as y'all know, Irma was not good, especially for up the Keys, and I think we got back in like 72 hours, something like that. I can't remember, but City of Key West on top of the game. So the moral of the story is go with your gut. If you feel some type of way about something and you at adverse situation, see, there's a lot of people out here that are in leadership positions that they don't work well under pressure. You can't be a true general. You might make it to lieutenant. You ain't gonna be a general if you can't handle pressure. Pressure busts pipes. You got to be able to remain calm under all circumstances. So that's my story on Hurricane Irma. Now we're smack in the middle of hurricane season, so hopefully everything will be okay. And I love y'all coming on the podcast, subscribing to my YouTube. Boop! If you're watching this on Facebook, share the video. Boop! That'll be greatly appreciated. July 4th weekend is big in Key West. It lands on the weekend, so it's going to be all good. So I'm looking forward to July 4th weekend, and God bless our first responders, all our military personnel, and definitely all teachers worldwide. We love y'all. Also, Old Town Rodeo, 618 Duval Street. If you come to Key West, you got to check this place out. Mechanical bull is very crazy. We had a young lady do bull surfing the other night. Very interesting. Also, Fantasy Fest is big this year. Probably going to be the biggest in a decade. Go to Fantasy Fest celebrity parties on Facebook and check that out. You get all the information that you need. Thursday Night Live, for those of y'all who like freestyle, bass, and hip hop, along with all the new school music, turn in the Wild 92.7 at iHeartRadio. And don't let, under no circumstances, somebody bring you down just because they don't believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. Don't worry what they talk about. If you're doing big things, there's always going to be some hate. Big things popping, little small things walking. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Please subscribe to my channel right over here. Boop! And keep it all the way lit. And some of y'all don't know what litty means. It's what the kids say on the street, litty. So do a little research on the streets. You'll find out what's really going on. Louie, see the mayor. Ha!